Yes. Let me look. Tuesday. Thursday is gonna be no. Wednesday's gonna be my look. Got my calendar. Wednesday's gonna be my best day. Gotcha. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So, what better place to be than here with me? Hold on 1 second, y'all. I need to pull this here and take it here so I can see. Hope you guys are ready to get this morning started. Hope you had a good day on yesterday. I know I did. Yesterday, y'all. It's a good day. I was thankful and grateful for all things yesterday. When I tell you, a miracle showed up out of nowhere. When you're thankful and grateful at all times, regardless of what you got going on, then things will happen. They have no choice. So on this great day, please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can subscribe and binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. The same thing with the podcast. Make sure they subscribe to the podcast because they absolutely can do that. There we go. If they don't do that, we have the books, we have the movie, we have all the things. So if they don't do any of that, tell them I said have the most amazing day ever. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. Good morning. I was looking for, I had a quote of the day written down and I can't find it. And I don't know what I did with it. So we'll go with one of my favorites that if you've ever been to my office, you saw this thing. And I've showed you guys my little sticky notes of quotes. I have no lack. I have only abundance. I receive all of my blessings and my mindset is yes. That's the quote of the day. I have no lack. I have only abundance. I receive all of my blessings and my mindset is yes. Period. This morning, y'all, we have lime and mint to start the morning off. So on this most amazing day, let's get started. So that's the quote of the day. Let's get started. Yesterday we talked about making peace with words, right? But today I want to talk about being timid and shy and what that gets you. So I was always the person who, and I still am in certain ways. I'm still shy and timid in certain things, but I am learning to choose boldness and what that looks like. But let's talk about timid and shy first. And I want us to think about it in terms of what are we receiving when we are timid and shy? What's the benefit of me being timid and shy? Like, what's the benefit of me not saying something? So if yesterday we talked about making peace with my words, and we chose abundance and power as the two words to look up and write out the definition and then form a new sentence. So I hope you did that. and you found your new definition of what those things meant for you, right? And you made peace with those words and realized that your jump ain't everybody else's jump. But today, I want to talk about being timid and shy and what is the benefit of you not speaking up, you not saying, this is who I am. The benefit of you staying in the background, the benefit of you saying, no, I know I could do it, but I'm not going to say anything because did nobody ask me. What is the benefit for that? So I was always so growing up, I was the loud person. I was always, the loud person. My daddy taught me how to wrestle. I played football with the neighborhood boys. I mean, I had a very loud childhood. Then when we moved to the country, I was even louder. I climbed the trees. We played army. I did all the things that the boys did. I was extremely loud. Somewhere along the way, I lost that loudness, even though you can't tell now. And I became timid and shy. I no longer was choosing the boldness of JoJo. And I was timid and shy because I assumed that it was not welcome where I was at. And then I began to doubt myself and question who and what I was, why I was. And then I found myself in a cycle going backwards and not understanding why things weren't happening for me. Why wasn't I speaking up? And then so we're talking confessions and conversations with JoJo. This is what happens is now I'm passive aggressive, which means I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to mumble under my breath and I'm going to talk about you and I'm going to talk about the situation, but I'm not going to choose boldness and say anything. I'm not going to step up. And so my question today, if you are timid and shy and you want to step back from something because you assume that it's not for you, you couldn't possibly ask for that raise. You couldn't possibly ask for that promotion. You couldn't possibly ask to work with that woman, network with that person. You couldn't possibly ask for those things because you're JoJo from North Carolina. Who are you to be asking these people these things? So now my question is, and this was my question to myself, what is the benefit? What am I receiving by being timid and shy? What is the benefit of allowing my fear to hold me back? What is the benefit of allowing my fear to hold me back? What am I receiving from that? What is my reward for being timid and shy? What are you getting for it? What is the end result that you're hoping to achieve by being timid and shy, by allowing your fear to hold you back? What is the end result? By saying, I'm too scared, I can't do this, so I'm not going to. What is the result that you're receiving? Is it what you want? And I can almost guarantee that oftentimes it is not only the fear, and we know that it is 97% of the thought of the fear that we're afraid of. It's not the actual doing of the thing. I did some things I was afraid to do yesterday. And then after I did them, I walked around this house and I was like, and I was very thankful and grateful that I did them. And then I had to check myself. 99.9% of the thing that I said, I'm dreading doing this. It was the thought of me saying I was dreading doing it. When I actually did it, it was done in less than 5 minutes. Each task. But I had worked myself up. So my question is, why are you shy? Why are we assuming our voice doesn't matter? And what's the benefit of allowing fear to hold you back? The greatest, most scariest thing about fear is the word itself. It's not in the action part. It's not in the doing. It's the fear itself. It is the word itself. I'm sorry. It is the thought process that goes along with it. And so I had to ask myself yesterday, what was the benefit of you even saying, because this is a growth journey, this is a growth process. And it's like layers of an onion. We're gonna keep peeling it back till we get to the core. Good morning, Cree. What is the benefit of allowing that fear to hold you back? What's the benefit of you being shy and timid? Why are we not confident and articulate? Why not? Why not confident and articulate? Why can you not say the words? Why can they not come out of your mouth? Why are we going to be passive aggressive like JoJo was and not confront anything because we're too afraid to say anything? And I'm just gonna let it pass. Yeah, you know, she said something crazy, but I ain't even gonna. There's a difference in you not participating in crazy and you letting things go past you and you addressing something that needs to be addressed and you don't, simply because you're timid and you're shy. There's a difference, okay? So what is the benefit of it? And you could be simply timid and shy because you're afraid it's going to take too long. And you said, you've told everybody I want to do this, but it's going to take longer than you expected. And so now you don't want to do it because you don't want to see people watch you take that long to do the thing that you said you want to do. Most people assume that something is an overnight success when it has been years in the making. The late nights, the early mornings, the all days, the 24 hours, the driving from state to state. That thing. We say we want it, but it is the process of the thing that stops us. So now we're not choosing boldness, we're choosing timid and shy because we are in a position to assume this blessing or this abundance is not for me. And then we need to question who told us that. So go back and watch yesterday's show where we talked about making peace with words. Find out what word in that sentence makes you uncomfortable when you begin to describe yourself. When you begin to think about what you want. When you because yesterday I was supposed to write down my goals. It's on my to-do list. I was supposed to write down my goals for the next 6 months, like the things I want to achieve for the next 6 months. Because we done checked off almost everything on this one. Why are you even shy and timid to put it on paper? Why are you afraid to ask for what you want? Why are we not choosing boldness? Is it the process that you assume is going to go through before you can get to where you need to get to? Like, man, I ain't even trying to. And maybe it's not being shy. Maybe it's being afraid of the work that needs to be done. So maybe you're not timid and shy at all. Maybe you're just afraid of the work that's going to be required to get what you said you wanted. Like, I really want to be blessed with this, man. I really do. Joe, I really want this abundance. And then we start talking about the journey of, first it's your mindset, and then it's how you speak, and it's how you carry yourself, and you walking it out, and you start seeing the steps of it. And now you don't choose boldness anymore. You rather be shy and timid in that moment to say, that's too much for me. I can't do that. No, I don't want to do that. Why are you not confident enough to articulate what it is that you want and then do the work of it? Because some of us, I think, I know this is going to sound crazy, but go with me for a minute. And this just hit me. Some of us want to grow like weeds. You know your kid, and in the country, say, oh, they growing like a weed. I remember when he was knee-high to a grasshopper. Remember that? Some of us want to grow like weeds, but have the stability like the mustard tree and be tall like the bamboo tree. Come on, JoJo. I like this analogy. Some of us want to grow like weeds. We want to sprout up everywhere and take over everything instantaneously. And you want to do it and have a strong foundation while you're doing it. But the strong foundation is not there because it's a weed. If you want the strong foundation, if you want to be the mustard tree, you got to be planted, you got to be watered, you got to be nurtured, there's things that have to be done in order for that foundation to be set so it can become the greatest tree. The bamboo, once you plant it, you have to water and nurture it for 5 years before it ever breaks through the ground. And once it breaks through the ground, in 5 weeks, it will grow over 90 feet tall. 5 years underground. 5 years, no sign that it's growing, no sign of foundation, no sign of anything. But the moment it breaks through, 5 weeks is 90 feet tall. And we want the weeds, we want art to take over. We want to be 90 feet tall. We want to be the mustard tree when we don't want to be planted, to be watered, to be nurtured. We don't want to do the work of it. And maybe that is the fear that's holding you back. So the question is still, what is the benefit of allowing your fear to hold you back? Whatever it is. If you say you want to be the bamboo tree or the mustard tree, what is the fear that is stopping you? What is the stumbling block that says, but JoJo, it ain't me. It may be you, but it ain't me. It may be my cousin them, but it ain't me. And then the question still remains is, but why though? But for why? Rosie used to say that. But for why, Mama? Good morning, Miss Lowe. But for why? Why can't it be you? Why can't it be your children? Why can't it be anybody in your circle? In order to go past and grow past wherever you are right now, we all say we want more, we want to be different, because that's the whole point. We all want something different. We at some point, friend, are going to have to choose boldness. Being timid and shy is not going to get us anywhere. I figured that out the hard way. Nobody was going to know I was the only live past crazy specialist if I was timid and shy. Luckily, I had people in my corner who was constantly telling me that. I could not write books if I was going to be timid and shy. Couldn't have been in a movie. Couldn't have been on Oprah Network. Couldn't have been at Tyler Perry Studios with my mouth closed. I had to open up my mouth and choose boldness and articulate confidently the things that I said I could do. Go back and write out the definition of those words. If something in that sentence makes you feel uncomfortable, look up the definition of that word and go back old school. Look up the definition, write it out, and then write you a new sentence under there for the new meaning of that definition of that word. Jazz, the work is hard. It ain't, your faith is not for the faint at heart. Whatever your religion you choose to walk out here on this earth, and honey, pick one. Your journey is your own. But faith is not for the faint at heart. Faith is walking in the darkness, hoping that your next step is solid, trusting that the creator of the entire universe has already placed your foot where it needs to go, and that there's firm foundation. Faith is it being blurry because you can't see it all the way, but you know it's in that direction. And not being afraid to continue to walk towards that light. And being timid and shy oftentimes will hold you back. It will not allow you to confidently articulate who and what you are. Yesterday, and Jasmine, I'm just not thinking about this. Yesterday, Jasmine had the perfect opportunity to confidently articulate who she was, and she did that. Sometimes we have to do it with our voice shaking. I've done it crying. I've done it so mad, my stomach hurt, and I wanted to shake somebody. But I was confident and I articulated very clearly the value of Yamicha Louise, the value of Waddell Consulting Services, the value of Be Fearless, the value of Sister Rise. Because if at any moment I decide to be timid and shy, is the moment, that quote from Lioness Rising, at any moment you forget your fierce and fearless nature, then all who come to you for protection will be at risk. When I choose to be timid and shy, my 2 children are at risk of not being protected because I forgot to choose boldness. Because I was choosing to use small words instead of big words. And I chose not to confidently articulate what I needed to say. So this morning, my question is real simple. Real simple. What is the benefit of allowing fear to hold you back? What's that? And people are watching. Your children are watching. More importantly, your family is watching. You can say, I don't care about them. But there's somebody in your family who desperately needs you to win urgentaneously. They desperately need to see you step outside of your crazy so that they know that they can step out of their crazy. See, they're screaming on the inside, I want out, but they don't know how. And they're asking the good Lord to send somebody to show me how to live past crazy. And friend, that's you. You're the torchbearer for your family, for your mama, for your best friend, for your auntie, who may be 20, 30, 40 years older than you. They are urgentaneously searching and waiting on you, friend, to confidently articulate how to get outside of this crazy. Good morning, Miss Margaret. So we got to decide, are we fixing to grow like weeds? Because that's what we want. We just want to pop up and take over. You know, like in the country's called kudzu. Y'all know what that is? Kudzu just takes over everything. Or are you going to take the time to confidently articulate, make sure your foundation is set? Like the bamboo tree that takes 5 years before it even breaks the ground. And then in 5 weeks, it's 90 feet tall. Or the mustard tree, which is the strongest tree. But it starts out as the smallest seed. But it's planted. What is the benefit of you being shy? And y'all, this is a question I have to ask myself all the time. Jojo, why are you being shy in this moment? Is you not speaking up for yourself going to give you the result that you said you wanted? Yes or no? If the answer is no, now the next question is, Jojo, what are you fixing to do about it? And what you can't do is complain about it. So if me being timid and shy and not opening my mouth is not going to give me the result that I wanted, but I still choose to be quiet, I cannot complain about the results that I'm about to receive. They can't go together. This is a double-minded man. You can't have 2 opposing thoughts living in the same body. It creates illness. It creates depression. It creates anxiety. It creates stress. Whichever one is the strongest is the one that will win. At some point, you need to tell yourself to sit down and be quiet so that the creator that lives inside of you can speak. Which brings us to the quote of the day. I have no lack. I have only abundance. I receive all of my blessings and my mindset is yes. I have no lack. There's no lack anywhere. I have only abundance. I receive all of my blessings and my mindset is yes. If your mindset is yes, you will choose boldness. You will confidently articulate your words and your value. You will realize that fear holds you back from the very thing. And it's a thin line between fear and action. I like that. It's a thin line. very thin. And it is merely words that separate the two, fear and action. Please look up those definitions and what they mean. And then let's decide what are we going to do today. It's a thin line between fear and action. I can be afraid, but the moment I take action is the moment things begin to change. The moment I take action is the minute that fear drops away. Guarantee. I ain't gonna say it's gonna totally go away, but it ain't gonna be as great as you thought it was. It's a thin line between fear and action. So on this most amazing day, I want you guys to have a great day. Y'all had potato chips yesterday, and you can see it here. On this most amazing day, I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. The quote of the day, and let me type it in here for you. I have no lack, and this is JoJo's quote. I have only abundance. I receive all of my blessings. My mindset is yes. On this lovely day, right? What I need you to do is to accept no lack. I need you to step boldly into whatever it is that you're trying to do. I need you to handle that. I need you to understand that you have no lack. I need you to choose boldness and confidently articulate your value to whomever, wherever, whatever the situation. You bring value, and do not allow fear to hold you back. What is the benefit of allowing fear to hold you back? What are you gaining by not moving? Those are some good questions. So on this most amazing day, I want you to have the best day ever. I want you to be peaceful, period. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. There's the links for Sister Rise Retreat, as well as other ways to work with me. If you cannot afford to come to Sister Rise this year, you can get on the waiting list for next year, because there will be one next year. On this most amazing day today, it is my hope, my dream. It is my desire that you will choose boldness today. I'm going to choose boldness today. I chose it yesterday and it felt really good. I chose boldness in how I thought about me. I chose boldness in that. Confidently go to the Dollar Tree and get you a dictionary. Sometimes you need to touch words. You don't need to read them on your phone. You need an actual book. Touch them words. Don't be timid and shy today. You are a professional at whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever your career is, however many years you've been doing this, you are a professional. There's no room for you to be shy and timid. And if you are, and today you find yourself wanting to be timid and shy in any situation, I want you to think about what is it that you are gaining by being timid and shy. When somebody say, can anybody do this? And you know it is your opportunity to shine and you choose not to shine, I need you to ask yourself, what am I gaining by not doing this? That's a good question. Sister Rise Retreat is coming up in October. Please don't forget to grab your tickets. The tickets go up on my birthday. I have 8 tickets left. My birthday is June 29th. We coming up. I'm birthdaying all month. Okay, we're celebrating all month long. So make sure you grab your tickets. If you can't meet me in October, I will be in Tampa in August. So if you want to come and hang out on the beach with me, that's where I will be. I'm that girl who go to the beach and I don't leave the beach. Like, I don't have to go inside for nothing. I got book, I got water, and every once in a while somebody gonna come out and say, "Ma'am, do you need something?" I'm be like, "Yes." I'm not leaving the sand. I don't, because I go to the beach to come back a totally different color and to stay by the water. So on this most amazing day, y'all, I hope this has helped somebody today. Don't be passive aggressive like JoJo. Don't be shy and timid. Honey, choose boldness today. Don't assume that you're getting ready to grow like a weed. Set your foundation first. Set that thing. Okay? Please make sure you share the show, because sharing is caring. Friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. Y'all, something bit me on my ankle. They can binge watch the Fearless Morning Show and subscribe to the Fearless. It costs nothing to subscribe to the Fearless Morning Show on YouTube or to the podcast. So we are on Audible. We are excited about that. So please make sure you check out the Fearless Morning Show there as well, and share and subscribe. So I hope you have the most amazing day, and I will see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.